What's up, guys? Big T here. Told you guys I would go through one of these boxes from the collection me and my dad bought. We went through a lot of the newer stuff. This supposed to be like a 90s box, which sometimes we find good stuff in here. So I figured I would go through one of the boxes and hopefully it has some cool cards in it. If not, sorry. It's kind of hard to tell. But we have found some good, minor league cards like Frank Thomas, stuff like that. Look, Brett Boone right off the bat. That's a pretty cool one. You don't see that card ever. Dayton Dragons, or Calgary Cannons, my bad. Michael Tucker, rookies. Those ain't terrible. Andrew Jones, Flair Excel rookie. There's cool stuff in here. This classic best. Might find something good in here. I hope so. Derek Lee, classic best, Quakers. Kind of hard to see the names on this set here. Boxes are just random. Sometimes you'll go through a box and you'll find a stack of Derek Jeter rookies, That was a Reggie Sanders we just passed. Todd Van Poppel. People used to he was, people still go crazy for some of his cards, I've noticed. Tim Salmon, classic. I think he was a rookie in 91. But there's Royce Clayton, classic rookie. Ray Sanchez, that sounds familiar. So, in these boxes, sometimes it'll be like this where it's 90s. But I just figured, we're at the end of it, and I started the YouTube channel. I was like, man, should I just see if anyone's interested in watching a video of, stuff like this? I don't know. I have a good amount of boxes left, really. We're at the end of it, but, I don't know, just seeing if you guys would be interested in videos like this, I don't know. If not, no big deal either. We found Randy Johnson rookies like this. I think CMC, I think they're called. Frank Thomas. We found a lot of good stuff. Brooke Fordyce, Marcus Moore. Paul Wilson, he was a Cincinnati Red at one time. Paul Bird, remember him. Todd Hundley. Pretty cool seeing like minor league card of like Carl Everett, he was tough. Carl Everett was the man for a while. Not really the man, but he was pretty good. Paul Bird. Sometimes you'll find a stack of the same player, But every once in a while, you'll find you a little banger. Hopefully that happens. I don't know. Royce Clayton Pro Cards. See, it's just cool to kind of see stuff like that. Like, Royce Clayton was he was a great average baseball player. He was pretty average, but he had a great career, man, for, I don't know. He had a good career, really. Just a solid, long career. Played around, he played with a lot of teams. Lasted a long time. That's really, that's a great career, if you ask me. Have longevity. Might not be, the best player at his position or even the top 10, but, he stuck around for, probably 15 years. Matt Morris, rookie. He was tough. He was a good pitcher. There's just more of his draft picks. Looks like just the draft pick card. Mike Hickey. I don't know. If you guys think these are interesting, let me know. I will keep going through them. Like I said, we'll go through a box and then we'll find, 20, like 20, let me see here. A card that we've probably hit 20 of. We'll be going through these boxes and we'll find, 20 Bryce Harper rookies or, 5 Justin Verlander Bowmans, just, stuff like that. Or, just cool stuff like that. Zach Greinke, Bowman Chrome, or just cool stuff, Bowman Chrome first, just cool cards you don't see anymore. And, yeah, I don't know. I'm trying not to make this video too long. I don't know if I have much of a choice in the matter. I kind of I don't know. Hopefully I don't bore you guys too much here. I do know quite a bit about baseball, though, so that helps. Nick Johnson, he was good. Wasn't, a great player, but he was tough for a few years. Big prospect, too, I think, wasn't he? It's hard to remember. I don't think anyone's talked about Nick Johnson in forever. Then you'll go through a box and you'll find a 75 Raleigh Fingers, 86 Raleigh Fingers, 82. Find a, was it 2012? Or, nah, that can't be 2012. 2003. Play ball, Raleigh. David Weathers. Then you'll go and you'll find some, 2010s, or 2013, whatever this is. Maikel Franco, rookie. It's just really random of a collection, man. It really is. You'll go through a box, and then you'll just start finding cool stuff that, you didn't expect to find. Look, and then it'll be Prism draft picks. Matt Bailey, number to 199. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's how this collection has been, you know, truthfully. Dermis Garcia. Who's that? Luke Dykstra? Is that Lenny's boy? It has to be. The Son of Nails. That's cool. Look, Luke Dykstra, number 2, 149. Look at this one. Joey Gallo, Refractor. See, I love these boxes because they're just random, man. You just never know. This is called Texas Miners Gold. Joey Gallo. That's his Prism Draft rookie. Justice Sheffield on the blue. That's numbered to 75. Justice Sheffield, he's had a weird career. What's this, 2010? That's 2014. Rob Seguin, never heard of him. Steve Wendell. See what I'm saying? These boxes aren't bad. I mean, you just don't know what you're going to find, you know? And that's the fun part to me, is to go through them. And I figured I'd go live, and, you know, if you guys enjoy them, you know, then I'll do more. You just never know what you're going to find. I have found good cards. I found Kershaw Topps Update rookies in here. I found, you know, Max Scherzer rookies. I found a ton of Verlander rookies. You know, good players. Brian McCann rookies. You know, Robinson Cano. Found just a lot of cool stuff really in this collection, and it's been the gift that keeps on giving. We found a lot of good stuff. We graded a lot of stuff. We found some Mickey Mantle, you know, random Mickey Mantle cards in here. Just some cool stuff, man. I mean, really, it's been fun. It's been really fun, and it's just all put. It's not. It looks like a lot of it's like in sets. You know, it looks like it's in a set, and you can pull the cards out basically. But we found a lot of cool stuff. I mean, it's definitely been fun. Definitely have had a great time doing it. So I don't know. I can't see the names on these cards really. Let me just turn these over if that help me here, just real quick, so I don't spend a lot of time on these. Nothing on that stack. Sorry. Let me set these to the side because they're just gonna take me way too long to go through. So all right, now we get into some. It looks like 91 Upper Deck maybe. I can't tell from the flip there. Mike Kelly on the hollow. All right, here we go. Let's take a look at some Upper Deck here. Junior Ortiz. Upper Deck takes forever to go through too. Jose De Leon. Glenn Davis. There's really nobody in this set really worth anything. Chipper maybe. Chipper, but it's just not. I mean, it's a $2 card, you know. Brett Boone rookie. That's a cool one. Pedro. I guess Pedro's in the set. I forgot about that one. Pedro rookie. That's pretty cool, huh? Like I said, nothing crazy, but just, you know, there is some good cards in here. Ooh, old school Sammy. Wade Boggs. Wangan. Okay. I started talking all that crap, and here we are. Fred McGriff. Crime Dog. Albert Bell. Olerud. Oh, when I was young, man, I remember seeing Olerud in the helmet, and it always made me chuckle as a kid. Boggs and Molitor. Kruk. John Smoltz batting. Look at him. It's a big old dip in it, looks like. Who's that? Okay. Who are these guys? Didn't even tell you. Expos and Mariners? No, I really don't know. Alan Trammell, he was good. Don Mattingly. Donnie Baseball. Alright, Kent Merker. Another Mattingly. Jose Rijo, Cincinnati Red legend there. Hell yeah. Another Schmaltzy. Clemens, J Bell. See, I don't mind like sets like 91, you know, Upper Deck and stuff. I don't mind that. You know, Kenny Lofton, Galarraga, Canseco and Ricky. Barry and Andy Van Slyke, Sammy Sosa, Mussina. Another Brett Boone rook. Is there a Pedro behind it again? Nope, not this time, John Patterson. Ooh, look at that. Nolan Ryan. We'll take that. Yeah. Bobby Bowe. Rafael Palmeiro. Getting a little stack over here. Good cards I've been taking out. Sheffield. That's 91. He's rookie. What, 89? 88? He's 89, I think. Find the Ted. There it is. Find the Ted. Wouldn't that have been sick if that had been the auto? My God. I think that's his auto set, I think. Find the Hank. Find the Ted. Van Slyke. Van Poppel. Mike Jackson. George Bell. Who's that? Jack Morris. Donovan Osborne. Why did I say Jack Morris? Ryan Turner. Marquise Grissom, rookie. Marquise Grissom again. Robin Ventura. Mike Humphreys. So far, hopefully it's not been too boring of a video, guys. Have found some cool cards. Again, nothing crazy at all. Hopefully we can knock this video down and hopefully find some good stuff. So hopefully you guys enjoy. Let me kind of speed it up for you guys. I don't want to make it too long a video. I might do a 30-minute or something, but I won't go super intense on how long it'll be. I'll quit. I'll quit if we have to. Curtis Pride. If it's the same card, I'm just going to flip through, okay? Van Poppel. People still buy his cards, surprisingly. And PSA 10. Kenny Lofton. Andre the Hawk. There he is. Andre with the Red Sox. Weird looking card, huh? Sandberg. We'll take that. Palmeiro. James Baldwin. Don't know him either. Looks like this is Delgado, Ultra or Upper Deck rookie. For the Blue Jays. Delgado. Carlos Delgado. He was a bad man. John Kruk. Hit a lot of home runs. He'd mash some taters, wouldn't he? Kenny Lofton. Brian Jordan I just dropped. Marty Cordova. I remember getting his rookies out of packs back then. Brian Hunter. Eddie Williams. Reggie Jefferson. Oral Hershiser. He was good. Greg Jeffries. His cards kind of sell. Not something like that, of course, but some of his rookies in PSA 10 do sell. Oh, crap. Sorry. Alex Gonzalez. Rondo White. Mark Whitten. Jimmy Key. Jack McDowell. That's Electric Diamonds. These are all Electric Diamond, ain't they? Electric Diamond. Well, give me a Griffey Electric Diamond. That'd be sick. Bichette Electric Diamond. Oh, what year is this? Is this 94? Had no good Electric Diamonds, though. That's all right. Another Electric Diamond. Rookie, Jason Isringhausen. That's a good one. Don't know who that guy is. Don't know who that is. Curtis Goodwin. Pat Listich. Ooh, Lofton Electric Diamond. That's a cool one. Ray Sanchez. Brian Hunter. Barry Bonds. We'll take Barry Bonds any day of the week, you know what I'm saying? Cliff Floyd, 3rd or 4th year probably. Ooh, Electric Diamond Gold. Javi Lopez. I like that. I like that. We'll take that. All right, we'll take it. Electric Diamond Gold. You cannot ever beat that. I love that's one of my favorite parallels probably. Is Electric Diamond Golds. Those are cool cards, man. They really truly are. Who are these two I dropped? Who's that? Lotroy Hawkins? That's what I thought. All right, let's take another little look here. A little gander. Jason Bear. Who's this? Don Wendell. Devon White. Chili Davis. As a kid, I thought his name was funny. Willie Green. Bobby Thompson. Devon White on the Electric Diamond. Mike Kelly. Marquise Grissom. I think these are just spacers. And we got some Just Miners stuff here. Looks like just spacers as well. So we'll pass those up. All right. Foot's going to sleep now. All right, here we go. Let's see if we can find some more good stuff. Look, 2002 Finest checklist. Or not checklist, but, you know, a little spacer. It would have been nice to find one. There's a McGuire. There's a Griffey. That's my boy right there. I've pulled so many Griffies out of this collection. It makes me so happy because that's my PC. Home Field Advantage, Barry Bonds. Manny, rookie. This is a good box. I'm happy to open this one. Nigel Wilson. Tim Costo. Another Costo. And Roberto Meja. Brian Anderson. Another Delgado rookie. Tim Salmon. Looks like an Electric Diamond right there. Ryan Thompson. Never heard of him. Alright. I hope I'm not doing the cards from an angle. It's hard for me to tell right now. Where's that Rodman? Or Rod Beck, I mean. Barry Larkin. Okay. Robin Ventura. Jose Lind. Otis Nixon. Jimmy Key. Shane Mack. John Roper. David Cohn. He was tough. Bobby Jones. Greg Jeffries. Who's that? I can't tell who that is right there. Let's see. James Mountain. Never heard of him. Yeah, some of these guys I'm just not going to know. Another Electric Diamond rookie, Paul Wilson. Todd Green rookie. Winfield Electric Diamond. There's some cool cards in here, man. I wish we found a Jeter or something like that. That'd be kind of cool. Wait, Jeter ain't even in this set. I'm tripping out. Jeez, Tyler. Dave Winfield. Roberto Kelly. Dave Need. Mo Vaughn. Bernie Williams. And Robin Ventura. So far, you know, not really anything crazy, you know. But, you know, I don't know. I don't know if you guys are, you know, if this is cool to you guys, or you guys are completely bored out of your minds. If it's bored out of your minds, I am truly sorry. I will not do this again, I promise, if you guys do not enjoy. You know, I'll try to keep it to, you know, higher end stuff. I don't know. I don't know what you guys are interested in, really. So this is a learning experience for me, you know, and I appreciate you guys taking the time and watching the video regardless. So you guys leave your feedback, and I promise I will listen. Steve Avery on the hologram. That's kind of a cool one, right? I mean, not a super, you know, big-time card or anything. Randy. Bonds, Matt Williams, and Will the Thrill. Barry Bonds again. Manny rookie again. Jeez, Manny time. Will the Thrill right here. Bonds and Matt Williams. Barry Larkin. Geronimo Pena. Tim Costo. Will the Thrill. Gary Sheffield. I always like that Sheffield card. Pretty cool card. Sandberg. There's Indians. There's Manny, Lofton, Sandy, Tommy. Carlos Baerga, I think, is that the other one. Let me make sure I don't want to overspeak there. Yep, I was right. Know my baseball, guys. At least I think I do. At least I like to think I do. Lofton, Charlie Howe. The guy that passes alive, he always says Charlie Howe. He always makes fun of him because he looks super old in every card. Looks like he does look about like he's about 80 years old. Oh, here's a cool card. But Griffey, who's that? Jay Bean or Kevin Mitchell? I should have known that. Why did I ask? Put that up there. I collect Griffey. I like taking him out for myself here. Who's that? Sandberg. Shit, Mark Grace. And who's the other one? Randy Myers. I don't know that either. Shortstop. Who's that? Robert Einhorn. Carlos Baerga. The future is now. Willie Green. Matthew Moore. Bill Hall or something. Billy Hall. Bobby Jones. Brad Pennington, sorry. More Upper Deck. Come on, give us a good one here. We don't want to go through a bunch of BS here. Upper Deck's cool, just the 91, man. I feel like they stick kind of harder in 91 than other sets, maybe. Maybe 89's like that too, and 90, I don't know. I'm kind of back and forth on how I feel about that. Right, George Bell. Bud Black. I don't know, like I said, there's not a whole lot of ones to go through in 91. Maybe we'll skip 91 maybe here in a second. There's just not really anything to pull out of these, really. Carmelo Martinez, Chris Sabo, another Reds legend. There's a stack of golds, it looks like. We'll do those last. Or not golds, holograms. Amaro Jr. and Mark Clark behind it. Chris James, Joe Vitello, Chris James, Burnett's, Kenny Lofton, rookie. Here we go. Sick. That's what I'm talking about. Lofton, Upper Deck. I'll take that all day. Jamie Burnett's really decent player. He had a long career. Pretty good. Let's put the hologram over here though. We'll put the hologram stack there. Eduardo Perez, Dave Nielsen, Andy Ashby, Bob Wickman. Who are these? Tommy and Klesko. Wes Klesko for sure. Chris James, Keith and Kevin Mitchell, Tim Bolton. All right, let's stick that down like that. There we go. Another Sabo. I think we said that already. Good stack of holograms. Could be a good one in there. Sabo, Denny Eagle. Could be a Jordan. I'm just kidding. This collection is like all baseball, which is fine with me. I'm a baseball collector, so mainly all baseball anymore. I like basketball. I like 90s basketball. Another Burnett's rookie. God, why can't there be another of, what's his name? I'm forgetting now. Jeez. Mark Clark. God, there's about 20 of him. Okay. Les Lancaster. Joey Hamilton. Here we go. Here's some holograms. Look at that. Nolan Ryan. Oh, these are Bugs Bunny. Wait, do I remember these? That's pretty cool. Nolan Ryan and, yeah, really. Bugs Bunny and Nolan Ryan. I don't know if I've seen those in a long time. Ooh, one of my players I like to collect, Darryl Strawberry. That's sick. I like that one. That's pretty cool, ain't it? Paul Molitor. Wow, these are pretty cool, man. I haven't seen these in a long time. Wade Boggs. Crime Dog. Fred McGriff, John Kruk. Nothing super crazy in that stack, but hey, those are all cards I will take to add to the collection. So looks like there's a couple more coming up. All right, I guess we'll go through them. Ooh, 91, Larry Walker, second year. I said nothing crazy here, man, but just fun cards to go through, you know. I mean, it really, truly is. Just fun stuff just to get through. And, you know, over time, I keep buying collections. I'll always have videos like this to go through. If you guys like this, I will post every one. And look at that. Jeff Bagwell, rookie. Mo Vaughn, rookie. Like I said, a lot of these sets, he just put the sets in there and just, you know, it seemed like they opened a box and then they would put the cards directly in the box. The collection's from basically early 80s to mid 90s. There's Rondell White, rookie. Not one you'd take out though. You would take out Bernie Williams and Jim Thome probably, but yeah, definitely not him. Griffey and Sandberg. I don't remember that card at all. I bought every Griffey card you can imagine from the 90s and early 2000s. Klesko and Thome, again, rookie cards actually. Who is it? Is that Mondesi rookie? There we go. Mondesi rookie. We'll take that. Raul Mondesi. All right, what else we got here? Another Raul. Derek Bell rookie. Dan Wilson. Scouting report, Derek Bell. Okay, Brian Williams, not Bernie. I almost said Bernie again. I don't want to skip a card because now I think there might be some more good stuff in here. This is 92 Upper Deck. Chris George, Cordero, Scott Scudder. Oh, let's see what else. If the other row doesn't have a whole lot of decent looking stuff in it, I might cut the video and let you spare you guys on the rest. If it's a lot of this minor league stuff that seems to be in these boxes, I will stop the video. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed the video at least. Not 100% sure if you have or not. That's a cool card. Reggie Sanders, minor league card. Cincinnati Reds. He played with the Reds for a while early in his career. Pokey Reese. That's a guy I kind of collect, in ways. I collect Pokey Reese, a few of his things. When I was young going to games, he was a Red. Chattanooga Lookouts, Pokey. Eduardo Perez, and on the backs, Eric Owens. Eric Owens with the Indianapolis Indians. That's my team. It's the local minor league team. Mike Kelly, Curtis Goodwin. Same, Curtis Goodwin. Another Indianapolis Indians former player. Let's see what we got there. Rafael Nova. Dan Rambo. I wonder if he's related to Sylvester. No, I'm just kidding. Jeff Cirillo, Willie Smith. Some of these you'll find like good cards in these pro cards at late 80s. Sometimes you will find a good one. You can find minor league cards with like Barry Bonds, and there's a lot of guys. Oh shit, drop that stack. Sorry guys, I didn't mean to cuss. Sorry. All right, Chili Davis. These are 90 Upper Deck. They just kept falling out of my hands. Sorry about that. I didn't mean to curse you there. I try to keep this kid show. Definitely cuss sometimes. Sorry, guys. I try to, I definitely want it to be a kid show. So, see what my audience is first. All right. Another bag rookie. Why did I say Wookie? Star Wars, Star Trek, whatever the hell it's from. Dennis Rasmussen, Jose De Leon, Felix Jose. There's Sabo in the back there. Dave Righetti. What's this? Burger King. Ron Gant. Alright, last stack in this box. We're at 25 minutes. I don't know if I should keep going. Ooh, Tony Gwynn on the back. This might not be too shabby. Alright, come on there, champ. Alan Rattle, David Bell. Everybody knows David Bell. Domingo Martinez, Mark Petrovic, John Kelly. Come on, give us something good. I almost said Panini. I used to be a breaker. I ripped Panini products, so come on, Panini. Old habits die hard, guys. Sorry. You guys never know. I mean, I might come back and do some breaks at some point, if we get the channel going. I haven't really tried to advertise the channel yet. I don't know. I just kind of wanted to grow it, you know, organically or whatever. Mike Hampton. That's a pretty cool one. You don't see his cards very often. That's definitely the real Mike Hampton. He had a good career. Doug Brocail. Brian Hunter. Come on. Phil Nevin. Future stock. That's a cool one. Jim Daugherty, Tony Eusebio, Jeff Hudson, Chad Fox, Princeton Reds, Michael Tucker, Danny Schaefer. These are all junk, kind of. All right, there's one card hanging out. Let's see if it's a couple prisms. Jake Reed and Taylor Sparks. That's the number one to 199. That's cool. We'll take that. I'll take that all day, right? Another little stack of something here. Thomas Ellis, Kyle Ryan. What are these? What is this? Diamond Kings. Bryce Brinson, Reimer, Lariano. Yeah, that ain't nothing. Oh, there's another stack here. Steve Rodriguez, Jim Pitsley, I mean. Mike Bush, Kevin Kozlowski. Gosh, yeah, the same player again. Ben Grieve rookie, that's a good one. Well, I guess not a good one, but I mean, when it's a bunch of junk. There's Jermaine Dias. I keep dropping cards, sorry guys. That's probably annoying. Roger Stockhead, Ozzie Timmons, there we go. But yeah, if you guys enjoy the videos, man, I will definitely keep posting more. Ooh, here we go. Starting lineup, Eric Davis. Do not have that in the collection. Let's go. I'll take that all day. Ooh, stack of starting lineups. This could make old Big T happy here. Eric Davis, let's go, man. I don't have that one. I collect a lot of Eric Davis cards. Barry Larkin, that's a sick one. We'll go. Come on. Jeff Brantley, oh, come on. You gotta take the fun out. Here comes some postcards. Look at that. Wonder Bread King Griffey Jr. What year is this bad boy? Was this 91 or 90? Damn, 1990. We'll take that. That's a good looking card right there. Griffey, baby. My favorite player of all time. Tony Gwynn, Lenny Dykstra. This is 91 post. And I believe Tony Gwynn's on the back as well. What's this? KB? KB Toys, 1987, something like that. A little before my time, but, you know. All right, let's see what's in this other row. If it's a bunch of junkier stuff, guys, I will end the video. I'm not going to drag you guys here. I'm not going to drag you through some BS here. All right, let's see what we got. Knobloch, Brad Radke. Ooh, 2004. Drew Stubbs. He had a decent career. Played with the Cincinnati Reds. Mark Melancon. Chris Perez. This is 04. Who could be on this? Wait, this is not 04. What year is this? 05. Kevin Gunderson. That sounds really familiar, man. JP Arencia. Matt Wieters. He was supposed to be really good. He was supposed to be a stud. Didn't really turn out so much. Adam Davis. Josh Rodriguez. Crap, dropped another one. Sorry. Josh Rodriguez. John Jay. He played with the Cardinals. He was tough. When I say tough, guys, I mean he was good. He had a few good seasons at the very least, you know. USA Team Baseball Checklist. Let's see if there's anybody good on it. Best one's Matt Wieters, I think. Ian Kennedy. Scherzer's in the picture. We'll take that out. Scherzer's in the photo. It's probably worth a nickel. Carl Crawford, just minors. Gavin Floyd. I really thought he was going to be good when I was collecting cards back in the early 2000s. Adrian Gonzalez, just minors. I liked him too, Adrian Gonzalez. Played with the Dodgers, Red Sox, Marlins. He played with a lot of teams. He was tough. He was a good hitter. What we got here? What is this? Let's just take a little stack out the middle here. Oh, here we go. Another mid-90s Upper Deck set. Could get some Electric Diamond Golds. John Lieber. Lance Johnson, Heathcliff Slocum. Who's this? Brian Bevel. See, like I said, you don't know what you're going to find in here because these have not been through at all. I don't know if there's anything in this set, but, you know. Steve Finley. Lieberthal. What's this? Diamond Debuts. What does it look like yet? I don't remember this set. Max Suzuki. That's a cool card. Capture the Flag. Mondesi, that's pretty cool. Man, probably ain't nothing on a lot of these. Mondesi again. He was good. Steroid guy, but he had a good career. Jimmy Edmonds. Can't beat Jimmy Edmonds. He was another Eric Davis I don't have. David Justice, Larry Walker. Ricky. You know what? Ricky's one of them, man. You just can't get enough of his cards, man. RIP again. I said that in the previous video, but probably one of the greatest. Probably one of the greatest problems on the base pass. The dude was just a problem. Mike Cameron rookie. Shoot. Sorry, knocked one over. All right, let's see now. Let's dig in the back here, see what we get. Kenny Lofton, defensive key gems. Defensive, I don't know what that says. Oh, just defensive gems. Wonder if they got a Griffey in this set. Come on, one time for the Tyler collection. Ozzie, Omar, Mark Grace, of course not Maddox. He was a great defensive pitcher. Jason Giambi, Scott Brocious. He was. I remember him. Eckersley, Mark Grace, Jamie Wright, Mike Cameron, Larry Walker, Eck, Marty Cordova, Brady Anderson, Steve Finley, Mark Loretta. Come on, give me something good. I want a Griffey for the PC here. Was this a 95 Upper Deck? Is that what that is? Or 97? I'm way off. I wasn't really a big Upper Deck fan in the mid-90s, so. Lee Smith with the Reds. We'll keep that. Troy Percival. Ozzie Smith. That's a pretty cool one. Tribute card. That's pretty sick. We'll take that. Okay. Mark Grace, defensive gems. Bernard Gilkey. He played with the River Bats. He was a River Bat in Louisville AAA for the Reds. Now, Sammy. Slamming Sammy. Slamming Sammy Sosa. Sorry, guys. I'm kind of an idiot sometimes. I like to just joke around and have a good time. So, if you don't like that, my bad. Never take life too serious, man. It sucks when you do that. Brian Giles, rookie. That's not too shabby. I'll take a Brian Giles. 96. I'm trying to think who's in that. Andrew Jones is like 894, 95. Danny Graves, he was a Cincinnati Red. I think after the Indians, actually. The Guardians, whatever you want to call it. Back then was the Indians. Trot Nixon, rookie. Travis Miles, Brian Bevel. I'll probably go through a couple more stacks, guys, and call it. It's a 30-minute video, goodness sakes. Marvin Bernard. Raul Casanova. Kevin Ory, I remember him. Travis Miller, Jacob Cruz. I'm messing that box all up. Devon White. Greg Vaughn. Rusty Greer, Edgar Martinez. If somehow I find something good in the rest of this box after the video, guys, I will definitely show you guys. I promise that. Fernando with the Padres. That's a weird looking card. I didn't see his eyes. His eyes were crazy looking. Eck. A couple Eckersleys. Francisco Cordova. Alright, let's see what else kind of sets are in here. Oh, it's just all Upper Deck, huh? We flip back to 96 Upper Deck. That's just what we've been going through, I guess. Alex Gonzalez. Jimmy Brewington, Doug Jones. Tomas Perez. Johnny Damon. Rookie. Quentin McCracken. Brett Boone with the Reds. Vinny Castilla. Scouting report. Rich Hunter. Whoa, was Scott Rowland being this? He's a 97, I think, actually. Is this 97? Is that what I said? That's 96. Chuck Carr. John Jaha. Thank you. I'll do a couple more stacks, guys, and then I will spare you the rest of the stuff. It's just a lot of 90s BS here. If I find some better boxes, I will definitely post those too. There's Mike Hampton. Found his rookie earlier. That's pretty cool. Brian Hunter, Derek Bell, Kevin Apier, Wally Joyner, Michael Tucker, Greg Gagne, Eck, S. Martinez, Alan Trammell, Tim Raines, Harold Baines. There's one YouTuber, every time he pulls a Harold Baines card, he said, "Fuck Harold Baines," and he throws it across the room. That guy's funny. I forget what his channel name is. I haven't seen him in a long time, but get a card. And fuck Harold Baines, and he'd just take that card. And he see our Harold Baines, he go fuck Harold Baines, and he just throw it. That's funny stuff. Josh Cap, Kearns, Austin Kearns, that was a good Cincinnati Red. Willie Ibar, Angel Baroa, Hank Blaylock, he had a hell of a good career. Justin Morneau, he had a really good career. Him and Joe Mauer out there in Minnesota. Jake Peavy, he was Cy Young winner. Carlos Pena. Chris Snelling, Rafael Soriano, he was a good closer for a little bit. Mark Teixeira, rookie. That's a cool one. Josh Thigpen, Billy Traber. All right, let's finish the stat, guys, and we'll call the video for tonight. I appreciate you guys watching, and definitely stay tuned, guys. Got a lot more videos coming your way. If you guys are interested in this video, let me know. If you guys aren't, tell me that too, you know. I want to know it all, guys. I want to know what you guys like, what you didn't like. Definitely keep me posted. Definitely want to keep getting videos out there for you guys as much as possible. Hopefully you guys are interested. I have a ton of boxes to go through left. And yeah, I appreciate you guys watching, man. I really do. You know, very few of you so far, but hopefully we can get it going pretty good. And you know, as I grow, guys, I will do giveaways. I will hook it up, guys. It's just the kind of guy I am. I will definitely hook you guys up. So, you know, especially the ones that are here from the jump, you know. So, I don't know. Glad you guys have watching the videos, and yeah. Not too many are watching right now, but, you know, hopefully in the next month or so, or, you know, if I just keep posting, you know, doing what I'm supposed to do with the videos, hopefully it'll get popping, you know, popping, I guess, in the sense of, you know, people will come and watch. So if that's the case, yeah, I will keep posting. I'll do giveaways. I will hook it up. And, you know, like I said, guys, if you guys want me to show you how to clean cards, you want me to show you how to prep cards for PSA, well, you want me to show you how to, you know, I don't know. Whatever you guys want to see, I am down to show you. I pretty much know how to do probably 85% of the things that are needed in this hobby. You know, I've been doing it my entire life, and, you know, I love it to death. So if I can help the next man or a woman, I'm always down to, you know, inside or outside the hobby. You know, that's just how I am. But, yeah. This is what I love. You know, this is the true love of my life, basically. I love it, love it, love it. So, yeah, I'd like to hear from you guys. So, if you guys enjoy the video, like I said, please like and subscribe. And, you know, hopefully we get some subscribers on here. And, you know, once we get to 100 subscribers, I will definitely do a nice little giveaway, you know. Once we hit 1,000, I'll do a bigger giveaway. I'll definitely give some stuff away, guys. All right, we'll go through this stack in the next one. We're almost done anyways, so might as well finish it up here. Bobby Bowe, Edgar Renteria, rookie. Ron Gant, Mark Langston here. Kind of, you can't see the names on the stuff. Edmonds. Brian McRae. Bunch of junk right here, guys. I'm sorry. Brian Rear. Todd Green, rookie. Wait, John Smiley, Jim Tomey. I watched the video of one guy. He bought a collection. He didn't know nothing. He didn't know anything about. There's a Donnie baseball. He didn't know anything about cards, and he said, "Here's a Jim Thome." I'm like, "Damn, dude, it's Jim Tomey," but right on. Strange but true. Greg Maddux. That card looks like it's not real, but it is. Manny. Chipper, young Chipper. Ooh, Griffey. Tyler's collection. Greg Maddux. I think one of these videos I'll have my dad on here. He's pretty funny. You guys will like him. Sammy Sosa. A-Rod, Upper Deck. Another defensive gems. Ooh, Cal Ripken. Don't have that one. Pretty cool. Barry Bonds. We'll take that. A-Rod. A-Royd, I mean. Felix there. All right, we'll do another little stack, guys. Looks like it's getting a little better here. So, Hideo Nomo, whatever the hell you want to say it. Tony Clark, Joe Randa, Phil Nevin, Carlos Perez, Santiago Steinbach, Rojas, Jay Bell, Greg Swindell, Alomar, Jason Schmidt, rookie, Wilton Guerrero, Jeffrey Hammonds. Sandy Alomar, couldn't get it to show. Bip Roberts, Brent Gates, Mindy Lopez. All right, last stat, guys. I really am done. Scott Spezio, Dan Serafini, David Oyster. This is Doster, David Doster. I was like, damn, is he related to Ron Oyster? Gosh. Sergio Nunez, last stat, guys. Appreciate you guys again. I really do appreciate it, guys. Oswaldo, Ray Ordonez, long time. I don't know about a long time, actually. He might only have been there 5 or 6 years. He was pretty decent. Jermaine Dye, rookie with the Braves. Another Schmidt rookie. Do I keep knocking that tripod? I'm so sorry if I have been, guys. I have no idea. Renteria, rookie. I'm getting tired, so maybe that's why. Bobby Abreu, rookie. We'll take that. And Paul Wilson. Well, guys, I really appreciate it. Hopefully see you guys in an upcoming video. Yeah. Well, again, guys, please let me know if there's anything else you guys want to know. So definitely let me know, guys. Again, appreciate you guys. Let me finish this stack here, and I really will call it. But yeah, please like and subscribe. Check me out on the next one, guys. Hopefully have some more PSA or SGC subs in. And yeah, hopefully see you guys soon. Appreciate you guys. Big T signing off.